Hello and welcome back to Canadian Disc Golf Productions. I am Chris Brown, John here as always with...
Kalen Naidu-Harris.
That's right, we're here to see the Riverside Rumble Round 2. That's not Round 2, that is the second tournament.
Yeah, so Round 1, Front 9 of the Riverside Rumble, Round 2.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, that's going to be confusing.
Thank you, Quinty Disc Golf, making this possible. That's a cool view to see on a course.
That is
towels,
super
everything in
cool.
Ontario.
Does Goat Towels also sponsor whatever that thing is in the river that's holding the water back?
Yeah, that's probably
No,
our towels, like disc deals.
Probably discdeals.ca sponsors that.
Oh, maybe it's a Campbell Monument. Thank you, Campbell Monuments. This is a really cool view of this water.
This is really cool. This makes me want to go play this course,
so
which I have not yet done.
Yes. So this is an OCC spot for the ODSA Tour.
Ooh, so we got one of those gold tags on the line for a provincial spot?
That's right. Every tournament winner comes a thing. So we have a card of 3 today. Let's start off with Greg Grootenboer.
Yeah, familiar face for those folks that have tuned in to Canadian Disc Golf Productions in the past.
Then we have Chris, I don't know if it's Towe or Towe. I'm going to call him Towe because that's what I always call him, and I'm probably wrong.
Has he corrected you?
No, he's too nice to do that. So
Chris.
then Cameron.
Chris Towe it is then.
And then Cameron from Enterprise Ontario. I've never seen him play before, so this will be exciting.
I'm excited. Yeah, I've seen Chris and Cam around courses, but I've never played with them or seen them play, so I love it.
Hole 1, it says 677 feet, but apparently the basket was not moved to the far position, so it's actually 544 feet.
Oh, is that all? Just 544?
Yeah.
Well, they give you a par 4, though.
Easy putter for Gigi.
Oh, yeah. He's throwing a berg, 544, I figure.
Just a standard stock hyzer out there, nothing too crazy.
And do you want to be more on the left or the right side of the fairway, all things being equal?
That is a good question.
Okay. Well, I guess we will find out as this goes on.
Actually did kind of look like Chris was going slower speed there, and mid-range maybe, just to keep it in control, or maybe I just
maybe a fairway. Yeah, like mid fairway. Look pretty stable.
Indeed.
So I'm guessing they got to cut pretty decently around this corner here.
Quite a unique ultimate style air bounce throw.
I like
catches a tree in the distance.
Rude.
Still going to be in a decent spot at 544 feet. Distance isn't necessary because you could literally jump putt it. Let's see again. Obviously, there's an OB path to the right, so taking that hyzer route might be the best route, but it is dangerous if you catch a tree limb.
Yeah, you got to put that way up high, and you can't put it low and skip. Not that you would anyway, but there's a cyclist there. Oh, and catching a limb. But again, par 4. You got 4 throws to get there. Still an opportunity for Cam to scramble a par.
It's a difficult second shot with the big tiny gaps that you have to deal with coming here. Even with the perfect drive like Gigi, you never know if you're going to get trapped by one of those small trees.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oof.
Wouldn't mind having a forehand, but I guess Double G doesn't need a forehand. He's got that forehand backhand that he makes work.
He does. He's also working on his forehand too. I've seen him throw some decent ones lately, so watch out the rest of the MPO field and MP40 field for that matter.
Yeah, I don't want to know what an unleashed Greg Grootenboer with a forehand is going to look like. That's scary.
Chris getting himself into a pretty good spot here if he can just flex that forehand low and hard, but maybe he's going to go any route. It's hard to say.
Yeah, looks like a flex forehand there.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Nice shot. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking when I was seeing where some of these folks were winding up.
He's still going to be a little short, it seems, because we can see
Yeah, I think you're right.
So,
Double G just pitching up, happy to take his par, and I think there'll be folks today that escape with worse than that, so no shame.
This is for Cameron's...
I think this is for his par.
For his 4, right?
I think so, yeah. And cans it. What a putt.
Did you hit the stop?
Wow, with that ceiling too, to keep it low and straight and powerful the whole way.
Yeah, plastic playback. Hole 1. What a way to start your tournament. Probably close to edge of C2 look. On a slightly, no one would call it an elevated basket, but that's a higher basket than I'm used to putting on.
Yep. Yeah, I never know quite what to call those that aren't elevated, but like aren't normal height.
Yeah,
just like a tall basket.
Yeah, just you miss that, and you're looking at a 30-foot comeback or so.
And I mean, with the power he's putting on it, like I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibilities that he pops one all the way to the path back there.
Chris just comes up a little short. Still probably from circles. There's nothing to be too upset about, but
Yep.
definitely want to capitalize on that when the rest of your card is taking pars at best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, always feels good to put a stroke into the card early, but hey, tying the card ain't bad either. Is Greg fixing the sign or just
No, he's investigating.
Just taking a look.
It's seldomly that you get somebody on a card who's taller than Greg.
Yeah, I don't. Was one of them taller than him?
I think Chris is taller than Greg.
Wow,
Yeah.
I didn't actually notice any shots where they were standing together.
Like, I could be wrong. They could be similar, or maybe Gigi has a little taller, but in that particular angle.
But yeah, it's not often that I've seen somebody that like approaches Greg in height, like at all.
Oh, this is
this is cool.
If you have ever driven down the 401 and you look over the big Canada flag of flowers, this is it.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I know exactly where this is.
So it's thrown right over it. 240 feet. Probably, knowing Gigi, probably a mid-range, maybe a buzz.
Yep.
Maybe a putt or
I was
two.
going to say maybe even a putter. 241 downhill.
But
Just depends how much you want to baby it.
yeah, it's tough to guess with Gigi because he just has such control over his discs that you never know if it's a well-thrown nuke going at only 280 feet or, so it's tough to say.
Yeah, 100%. Well, whatever he threw, it looks like he threw it pretty well. Maybe just a little short, but he'll have a clean look at it for sure. This is, this is sort of blowing my mind. That's that Canadian flag that I've seen many a time from the 401. Now I know exactly where this course is.
Chris,
it's like Chris maybe a little early.
Yeah,
not super early, but perhaps a little earlier than he'd like.
Yeah, maybe got a little lucky through the trees. Definitely not even distracted by the children running up the hill. That was
I was just thinking, like, could somebody not have let them know there was a disc golf tournament being played?
Yeah, being a high level volleyball player like he is at / was, I'm sure he's used to distractions.
Yeah, true.
Let's
see how Cam can follow that great putt up. Oh my god! He cans another one, as if.
2 for 2 from circle 2.
Wow.
Retire at 100%, Cameron.
Yeah.
Great putting.
100% C2.
Yeah.
50% birdies.
100% plastic playbacks.
100% plastic playback.
Dead center, too. It's not like he's like squeaking them in or just like leaking them off left or right.
That was never missing.
Mm-hmm. Chris just to get it back from hole 1. The exact same putt.
Both putts mirroring their results on hole 1.
There you go. That one was high enough, center enough.
Cleaned it up. Looks like there is a little bit of wind kicking up here too. Those 20, 25 foot looks, you don't want to discount it. Is that Greg tapping in there?
That is where Gigi's drive landed.
That's pretty awesome.
That is fantastic. Hole 3, 242 feet. Another one just slightly up this hill. Definitely unique in terms of where you want to put it, but like it's just, I don't know how to say this. On the hillside coming into the trees, you hit that tree, you could roll all the way back down to you.
Yeah, it just seems like oddly, like technical in an odd way. You're not used to. And you see Greg going to at least looks like a fairway there, which, you might go 242 feet. That's not so far, but you're pumping it all the way up a hill like that. You need every bit of distance you can get.
I can't remember if Greg still throws whippets or not, but this seems like a whippet shot if I've ever seen one.
I don't even know that I know what a whippet does. Like, I'm aware of the disc. It's an Innova one, right?
Yeah, it was like the overstable disc back in the day. This is leaking
Okay.
into that potentially.
I think he got through. I think he got away with it. We'll see in a second.
So,
whippet was like an old school overstable disc?
Yeah.
Fairway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so if you want to go OG, it's the old school distance driver. Even though by now
comes back.
The wobble back out OB and then back inbounds. Lucky to be where he is, and that's where we're saying if you hit that tree or anything in there, you can roll OB.
Yeah, dangerous. Yeah, I remember. So I picked up disc golf very briefly, like 10 years before I actually started playing, and bought a couple of discs. And then they sat in my parents' basement for a while. But when I went back and found them, it was like ultra, distance driver, and then I would check it to be like an 8-speed. Before they actually had the designations more formally.
Well, before the discs really evolved into what they are today.
For sure.
All right, so this is where Cameron's live. It didn't even go 3 for 3 on the day. Just catches the branch.
Rejected.
I'm gonna say that was in if it didn't hit that branch. So.
I think you might be right. Yeah, his putter's on so far.
Only 1-2 on the day from Thomas Hums. It's kind of surprising, but as he said, it's a tricky shot. You have to get a little bit lucky, and you can also get very unlucky. Queue up. Chris Towe.
Yeah, that was no good. Do you know if there's a forehand line to the inside of that big tree there? I wouldn't really want to be fading out towards the path, but I wonder about something like that to take some of those crazy, like weird lies and trees out of the way.
It's tough to say.
I'll have to go to Belleville and try it for myself.
Yes, you will. Yeah. See you there this weekend.
I'll report back.
We'll be a week late, but that's fine.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Hole 4, 300 feet on the dot. I love when it's on the dot. Just makes everything so easy.
Nice and clean. You love to see it.
Slightly uphill, as from what I understand, it's quite common to have a little bit of elevation out here. And some tight gaps, too.
Yeah, so. I think they're called Flyboy. There's like 3 or 4 little mini courses, and they had a lot of elevation changes. Whoa. And I really enjoyed it. Wow. Looking sky high.
You don't see Gigi taking the big Anheuser route unless it's absolutely the shot. And
Holy.
he makes it look like it's absolutely the shot.
Yeah, that looks like it's absolutely the shot. Jeez. And now we got folks looking to follow the vapor trail, and why wouldn't you drive like that?
This is definitely designed to be played up between the 2 big trees in the middle, but it's just why take the risk when if you can just throw it over everything.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is what was happening at all, but I know for me, sometimes it is a challenge when I have a plan and then I see somebody throw something super sick. I'm like, I want to do that. Who cares about my plan? I don't want to throw the big over the top shot.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Stick to your game plan, everybody.
No, don't listen to Chris. Don't listen to the pro. Listen to the stupid M2 player who has fun.
Oh,
what happened there?
Chris threw it really far and just was not understable enough to really get him to get that. It's almost like a forehand on an Annie where you wanted to just dive and crash into the trees. His kind of flexed out on him.
Yeah, some stability. It looked to me like he might have caught a little bit of lumber up there too, which never helps. Yeah, tough to make a putt from there, Cam.
Yeah, low ceiling. He's already got good putting stats on the day. He doesn't need to get
pat
crazy.
Him. No. There we go. 1 drops for, I'm going to take my time remembering his name. Chris. My goodness. Sorry, Chris.
There's 3 of them.
Yeah, I should be, but I keep getting, because Chris and Cam are both C names.
Sure.
And I don't know either of them well, but we'll get there.
Craig over here. Nice putt from Gigi. The only 2 on the day as well with that big Anheuser.
Well, that was perfect execution of that line.
There would be a lot of people in the MPO field who don't have a disc flippy enough for this shot, I'm imagining, because if you have both forehand and backhand, you don't need that ridiculously overstable turnover disc.
Yep. Yeah, very interesting, but you're probably right.
Hole 5, 327 feet.
But they're giving you 4 strokes to get there.
They are.
I wonder if it's particularly, like if these trees are even more technical than we're seeing here, because it doesn't sound like a particularly challenging distance. But sometimes those are the ones that get you.
But look at those trees. Look at the gaps. There's so much going on.
Oh, yeah, there sure is.
Did you just looking to put a hard laser at the camera guy and hope it comes to rest in a good spot?
Hope the camera guy ducks in time.
Well, maybe not. Maybe that's what he's playing.
Just playing the redirection off camera guy's forehead. Could be.
Gigi comes up maybe a little inside catching that tree. Again, with only probably 200 feet to the basket from where he is.
Yeah, and, with 4 strokes to get there, unless you're having a large percentage of the field get inside circle 1, which I would guess it wouldn't be a par 4 if that was the case. There's no harm in having something up a little short, throwing a nice approach shot and taking your 3.
Yeah, I'm thinking this shot you go left, if I remember this correctly, and it's blanking on me right now, but I think you throw this shot here and then you go for a forehand on your next shot if you have it, but
almost making minis there. Yeah, that makes sense based on the photos we saw on the way in.
Gigi catches another tree.
Big kick there. Oh, there we are. Okay.
Yeah.
So very technical.
Yeah. Then you go straight right after that. So that's great for Chris to get out as far as he did and get up into probably bullseye almost.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was great. Just perfect. Nice and straight. Just a little bit of fade at the end.
Ooh, as Cameron pulls this one a little bit. So it looks okay, but maybe it's a little far away. I just see.
Yeah, it feels like maybe C2 just didn't get quite the fade he wanted.
Yeah, Chris not quite into bullseye. Maybe just inside C1. Gigi with the rare miss, but again, the camera makes putts feel so much closer than they are. Like, I guarantee this looks like it's like 15 feet, but it's closer to 25.
Yeah. Camera adds 10 pounds and takes off 10 feet. It's uncalled for.
Oh. Chris with a rough putting day. It's not even that bad. Like, they're good strokes. They're just not getting just high enough, you know, but an extra inch on each of those putts and all three of them stuck.
100%. And those days are always weird, like mentally to adjust to, because you feel like you want to have some reassurance that you're doing some things right, but like when it's like 4 or 5 of those don't drop all in a row, it's tough not to get on yourself, even if the putting stroke is feeling pretty good out of the hand.
As we just tap in our pars here now. Pretty soft par 4, in my opinion.
Yeah. Any of our heroic competitors here taking birdies?
A birdies was Cameron definitely got the birdie on that.
Yeah, Carden 3.
Yeah, Cameron got the birdie with his great drive and a perfect up shot.
Yeah, nice. And then I guess he had double G just chained out on the side.
And so did Chris. So hole 4. Wow, it's hole 4. I'm thinking hole 4.
Well,
this is what it used to be. Anyways,
also the basket just said 4.
Yeah, because anyways, I'm not going to get into the logistics of how they did their tournament.
Why not? Let's derail this entire commentary and you tell us about the history of the course.
From what I understand, because of parking restrictions or something like that. Again, I wasn't there, so I don't
actually have to listen to me and get into it. You can just talk about the whole thing.
They started on a later hole or an earlier hole. Something, and so this is actually hole 4, but hole 6 in the tournament. This is the shortest hole on the course, and GG catches the guardian tree.
Yeah, no fun. Bit of a tight double gap there, though. Those first 2 trees sort of offset, and the second 2. Yeah. Not a gimme.
Well, yeah. Oh, as Chris makes a similar mistake, but gets through and gets a huge skip.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that you feel like is certainly a must get, but it's also understandable when you don't hit that gap, is all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Happens sometimes.
Yeah, the gap, the problem with 219 feet is all of our competitors are choking up so much on their throw.
Yeah, they must be.
To try and get the distance. I'm sure all of them can hit that gap if they were throwing 300 feet, but...
Sure.
219, you got to kind of choke it up a bit. And
harder when you throw 80 feet less.
Yes.
Must be so hard for you folks.
Oh,
yes, there we go. Thought we were going to have another one of those that didn't stick for Chris.
And that's what I mean, like 1 inch higher on all 3. Like that's what he would have got. So 100%. It's not like he's putting poorly. It's just just a little bit off.
And Cameron is certainly not putting poorly today. Puts another one in from, feels like at least 25.
Yeah, Cameron's starting off hot with the putter, and that's what you want to see. That's when you get on the camera for the first time. You gotta make an appearance. You gotta make a presence. You know.
Not a philosophy that I took to heart the times that I've been on camera, but I agree. You should try and do that.
Me as well.
Yeah.
Hole 7. This one looks technical. 351 feet. Looks like there's OB road on the, I guess, short end right.
Yeah, so it looks like we got course hole 5, tournament hole 7. Again, I'm guessing with those parking restrictions. Yeah. Ooh, and really testing that path. And
that's great.
No, he's on the good side. I was thinking he had to get back to.
Hold on a second.
Unless that little gravel one is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw a white line. That is probably OB. So this is a 350-foot island.
Damn, dude.
Or the path is playing as a river.
We'll call it like a peninsula type thing.
Yeah, or you got road rivers going through around the basket. Cause I think you can lay up your left. I really should know this, but fortunately I did not go this year.
Next year. Ooh, get off that. Oh, that really got off that. And then kicks over to the good side. Again, not clear if it's playing as a river or as almost like an island, but nice to not to have to worry about that question because you're on the good side for sure.
Look how much paint they use for this. That's really nice to see, but that's a lot of paint.
Yes. Double G looks like he's got maybe even a mid there.
Again, I never know what GG what he's throwing anymore.
It's got a chonky rim, whatever it is. Maybe it's a fairway.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So 351 feet for what you would assume is an island landing zone is far.
Yeah. And feels like, if you're trying to take off all 350, which I know our MPO field is, feels like an overstable flex shot for me. Like I'd be thinking something in my bag like a coalesce, like a Thunderbirdie. I'm sure obviously people have different wow, good friggin' run.
No kidding.
Different, distance levels, but just something on that line that's fading out towards the end and seems like everybody was thinking something roughly similar, and you know, sometimes trees get in the way, wind gets in the way, and such things. There we go. That putter is getting back to where it ought to be, Chris. Looking good.
So, if I had to guess, because of the way, because of the fact that Chris Towe took a 4 on this, that he was OB on his drive, and I'm sorry we don't know that, but I'm sorry for Chris for having to take it. So it's probably short and left is OB.
Must be.
And Gigi got to the safe layup spot right, and
Cam also with the OB, but taps in a par.
Yeah.
And Greg lays up, and up shots, and also taps in a par. Nice.
Interesting hole. Like I really like it, but now that makes that hyzer like flex backhand play even more scary. If you come up a little short, that's all it takes.
100%. This is interesting too. This is looking nice and protected. 292 technical. Dig it.
It's a very tight course. You need to be on your lines to on this type of course, because if you're off, you look at what you're gonna throw into on the right there.
Yeah, not pretty. Sort of reminds me in some ways of at least parts of Toronto Island.
Yep. You gotta keep it low and in the middle. That's a great analogy here.
Thanks. Yeah. Which lends me to believe I probably wouldn't play it very well, because Toronto Island is like my arch nemesis course. I friggin' love playing there, but I've played the handful of times that I've been there very poorly. Ooh, I like that.
That
flips up and over. Stay off of that. That
is
he
gets
great.
Through everything.
Let's go.
Squirrel doesn't even care.
That was a squirrely shot, so that's probably why.
Yes, that was actually just a metaphor put in there by Wally on the post editing.
Must be.
Chris throws another, again. It's hard to say getting through that tree. You gotta get kind of lucky, but also throws a great shot. Another squirrely shot.
Another squirrely shot. Yeah, it's one of those holes where I think even when you're good, you have to be a little bit lucky. And I think both of those shots were both good and lucky.
Look at the sun on those trees, though. Absolutely beautiful.
Well, stunning. Yeah, this is really reaffirming for me that I have to get out here and play this course. Nice layup there from Cam.
So this must be early in the morning. This is going to be a 2-round, 1-day tournament, I believe.
Okay.
So
2-round, 1-day rumble.
Round
I like it. Yeah, Rumble 2.0, the rumble thing.
Yes. The
nice tap in there of another 2 for Chris.
It's a 2 for Gigi and Chris. The only 2 2s we saw on the day, and it's just you can see why with the amount of trees and the amount of luck that you have to get through to get to the basket. So
not enough just to throw a good shot. You got to get a little lucky there too, for sure.
Yeah, 241 feet on hole 9. If you just saw what they looked like they were throwing at, there is a wall of.
There sure is. There sure is. So. Is this just like a very hyzer? Is it a little straighter? It's tough to see off the tee what it is they have to work with. Yeah, looks like a hyzer to me.
Gigi looks like he played that perfectly.
Jeez, making it look easy.
Wow, getting it
skip,
getting it
good
right
ground
up there,
play.
nice and close.
The arrow is pointing directly to his disc. Look at that. Just everything you need.
Yeah, I don't know if there is a high root. It just looks tight. You just got to get that kind of overstable fairway driver and then play the skip into the hillside and hope for the best. It's a technical shot. This reminds me a lot of a hole at Winter Farms. If I can remember what hole of the 36 holes.
I was going to say, even if you say the number, there's 36. I don't know if I'm going to know which one you mean.
But it reminds me a lot of that one. Ooh, that looks good.
I was going to say, keep that low. Jeez, and look at these leaves already starting to change.
Look what he has left. He looked like he got quite a bit up the fairway.
Yeah.
So he leaks that one a little right, but it's hard to say where that's going to be. I'm going to guess.
Just came out a little wide there, but rolling in nicely.
That's within Cameron range for sure.
Oh, yeah. The way he's putting today. Don't want to jinx him, but he's been canning putts like that, no problem.
Uphill, though.
Yeah.
As Chris smartly lays that up, because if you look at the hill, the camera, again, another thing, we should add a third caveat to that you can never tell the degree of the hillside.
True that. Yeah, it's deceptive, and you wouldn't want to pipe something up there, go off the top and roll.
A rare miss from Gigi.
Yeah.
Looked like he maybe wanted to commit to it a little bit and
Smartly lays up and just taking his 4.
wow, that was like inside the circle birdogey for Mr. Grootenboer.
Which you don't often see.
This is must be getting real windy because Cameron normally didn't take this long on all of his other putts.
No.
And you can see he just comes out timid.
Well, and you can even see that tree bouncing around a little bit behind him. Taps in.
Yeah, but if he airballs that putt, he's going all the way to the road. So the good miss, but from that distance, you want to be confident putting it in the chains.
Sure. And Chris taking a stroke on the card with a par.
That's true, yeah. 2 4s, 1 for Cameron, 1 for Gigi.
And there is our front 9. So Riverside Rumble, round 2, round 1, front 9. Where's this played? I was about to say
in
the
Belleville?
location of it was Belleville.
In Belleville.
Belleville, Ontario.
In Belleville, Ontario, down the 401.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing more of it. This seems like an awesome course, awesome location, and an awesome card playing today. So,
and thank you to the sponsors again.
Love to see it.
I am Chris Brown.
I'm Galen Naidu Harris. See you on the back 9.